From the depths of despair to the pinnacle of glory, Charles Oliveira's journey is a testament to the unbreakable will of the human spirit. A tale of a boy who turned every scar into a stepping stone and every doubt into destiny.
E terá consciência que o pobre tem seu lugar. Fé em Deus, DJ!
Charles Oliveira's story begins in the humble streets of Guarujá, Brazil, where poverty wasn't just a challenge, it was the backdrop of life. Born into a hard-working yet struggling family, Charles grew up in a favela where dreams were crushed under the weight of harsh realities. His home lacked basic comforts, but it was rich in love and determination. Yet, from an early age, life dealt Charles a cruel hand. At just 7 years old, Charles was diagnosed with rheumatic fever and severe joint issues. Doctors warned that he might never walk properly, let alone participate in demanding physical activities. The prognosis was bleak. He might be bedridden for life, but Charles had inherited something far stronger than his ailments: his mother's relentless spirit and his father's unwavering hope. Despite the odds, Charles defied his body's limitations. He played soccer in the dusty streets of his neighborhood, but his true calling came at age 12 when he discovered Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His coach saw something special in the boy and, knowing the family couldn't afford classes, trained him for free. The mat became Charles's sanctuary, a place where he could dream of a life beyond the struggles that surrounded him. The journey, however, was far from easy. Many times, Charles had to choose between eating and training. Hunger became a familiar companion, but his passion for the sport kept him going. One day, this will all be worth it, he often told himself as he walked miles to the gym, unable to afford transportation. By age 20, Charles had made his professional MMA debut. His aggressive style and unmatched ground skills quickly turned heads. But when he entered the UFC, the pinnacle of the sport, reality hit hard. Though he showcased moments of brilliance, losses piled up. Critics labeled him inconsistent, a fighter who would never reach the top. What those critics didn't see was Charles's unyielding resilience, forged in the fires of adversity. Every loss was a lesson, every setback a stepping stone. While others might have given up, Charles doubled down, training harder, improving his weaknesses, and refusing to let failures define him. In 2021, after years of grinding, his moment finally arrived. At UFC 262, Charles Oliveira faced Michael Chandler for the vacant lightweight title. It was his chance to prove that every struggle, every sacrifice had led to this moment. The fight was a roller coaster. In the first round, Charles was nearly finished, but his heart and determination shone through. In the second round, he unleashed a vicious combination that knocked Chandler out cold. With tears streaming down his face and the championship belt in his hands, Charles Oliveira stood as the undisputed UFC lightweight champion. The boy, once written off by doctors, underestimated by critics, and counted out by life, had risen to the top of the fighting world. "This is for my family, for my people, for everyone who ever doubted themselves," he said in his victory speech. In that moment, Charles wasn't just a champion, he was a symbol of hope. Charles Oliveira's story is more than a tale of MMA glory. It's a testament to the power of resilience, a reminder that no matter how hard the journey, you can rise above. From the favelas of Guarujá to the pinnacle of the sport, Charles taught us that greatness isn't reserved for the privileged. It belongs to those who refuse to give up.
A vida falou pra mim, você não vai jogar nenhuma bola! E olha onde que eu tô! Eu sou campeão mundial, irmão!